Struggling to sleep after the age of 60 is an experience shared by millions, and if you're finding it harder to get the restful nights you once took for granted, you are certainly not alone. Sleep disturbances become increasingly common as we age, but the good news is that poor sleep isn't an inevitable part of getting older. In fact, a number of expert-backed solutions can help you reclaim the restorative deep rest your body and mind need to thrive. Let's explore 5 of the most effective strategies to help you fall asleep more easily, stay asleep longer, and awaken feeling truly refreshed. First, it's important to understand why sleep can become more of a struggle in later life. Many factors contribute. Changes in our circadian rhythms, reduced production of sleep-promoting hormones like melatonin, and the presence of medical conditions or medications that interfere with the body's natural sleep-wake cycle. On top of that, lifestyle factors, such as lack of daytime physical activity, increased napping, or the effects of retirement schedules, can all play a role. While some changes are inevitable, there's a great deal you can do to stack the deck in favor of better sleep. The first expert-backed solution is to establish a consistent sleep routine. The human body thrives on rhythm. When you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, including weekends, you help regulate your internal clock, or circadian rhythm. This routine trains your body to expect sleep at certain times, making it more likely that you will fall asleep easily and stay asleep throughout the night. Experts recommend winding down at least 30 minutes before your target bedtime. Use this time to engage in calming activities, dimming the lights, reading a physical book, taking a warm shower, or practicing gentle stretching. Avoid high-intensity exercise, screen time, caffeine, and alcohol in the hours before bed, as these can stimulate the brain and disrupt the natural sleep process. A second powerful strategy is to optimize your sleep environment. Even subtle tweaks to your bedroom can create a more sleep-conducive sanctuary. Begin by making sure your bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet. Research suggests that the ideal sleeping temperature for most adults is between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. If city noises or disruptive sounds are a problem, use earplugs or a white noise machine. Blackout curtains or a comfortable sleep mask can keep the room dark, helping your body signal that it is truly nighttime. Your mattress and pillows should support your preferred sleeping position and be in good condition. Experts recommend replacing mattresses every 7 to 10 years. Finally, remove any sources of artificial light, such as glowing digital clocks or phone screens, as these can interfere with melatonin production. The third solution is to harness the power of light exposure, particularly in the morning. As we age, our internal clocks can become less sensitive to light cues, making it harder to feel alert during the day and sleepy at night. To reset your circadian rhythm, aim to get at least 30 minutes of bright, natural light exposure every morning. Step outside for a morning walk, enjoy your breakfast near a sunny window, or tend to a garden. Daylight is far more potent than artificial indoor lighting at signaling to your brain that it's time to be awake, and it helps set the body's internal timer for sleepiness in the evening. In the hours before bed, do the opposite. Dim the lights and avoid blue light from screens, which can disrupt your body's natural rhythms. The fourth expert-backed approach focuses on managing stress and calming the mind before bed. It's common for worries or an overactive mind to interfere with falling asleep, and this can become more of an issue as we get older. Consider establishing an evening relaxation ritual. Deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, or gentle meditation can help shift your body into a state of rest. Some people find writing down a list of tomorrow's tasks or briefly journaling about their thoughts helps clear the mind. Mindfulness techniques, such as focusing on your breath or visualizing a peaceful scene, can also quiet racing thoughts. If you notice anxiety creeping in about not being able to sleep, try to adopt a compassionate mindset, reminding yourself that occasional bad nights are normal, and stressing about sleep can actually make the problem worse. Finally, paying attention to daytime habits is critical for deep rest at night. Regular physical activity is one of the most reliable ways to improve sleep quality. This doesn't mean intense workouts are necessary. Walking, swimming, tai chi, or yoga all effectively help to regulate the body's energy and support deeper sleep. However, try to finish vigorous exercise at least 2 to 3 hours before bed, as late evening workouts can have a stimulating effect. Also, watch your intake of caffeine and alcohol. Caffeine can lurk in unexpected places, from tea to chocolate, and can stay in the system longer as we age. Try to limit caffeine to the morning hours and avoid alcohol close to bedtime. It may make you drowsy at first, but it disrupts the later stages of the sleep cycle, reducing overall sleep quality. Nap timing is another daytime factor worth considering. Short naps can help make up for lost nighttime sleep, but napping for too long or too late in the afternoon can sabotage your ability to fall asleep at night. If you choose to nap, keep it under 30 minutes and aim to do so before 3 in the afternoon. Stick to restful, low-stimulation activities in the hours leading up to bedtime, helping your body begin its natural descent into sleepiness as evening progresses. For many people, these 5 expert-backed strategies, establishing a regular bedtime routine, optimizing the bedroom environment, managing light exposure, prioritizing mindfulness, and supporting sleep with healthy daytime habits, are enough to dramatically improve sleep quality after age 60. But if these interventions don't seem to help, and you continue to struggle with insomnia, frequent awakenings, or excessive daytime sleepiness, it's worth consulting a healthcare provider. Sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, restless legs syndrome, or medical conditions like depression, anxiety, and chronic pain can all interfere with rest and may require targeted treatment. In addition to these foundations, it can be useful to consider some frequently asked questions and popular myths about sleep in later life, and to clarify some subtle strategies that can make a difference. One common myth is that older adults need significantly less sleep than younger adults. In reality, most people over 60 still need 7 to 8 hours of good quality sleep each night. What often changes is the ability to stay asleep as long or as deeply, which can create the impression that less sleep is necessary. Rather than accepting fragmented sleep as inevitable, take steps to address the underlying causes. Another issue is that medications commonly prescribed for chronic conditions can sometimes interfere with sleep. Antidepressants, beta blockers, steroids, and some blood pressure medications are just a few of the drugs that can cause insomnia or disrupt sleep cycles. If you suspect your medications are affecting your rest, discuss this with your doctor. Sometimes dosage or timing adjustments can make a world of difference. Some older adults are tempted to use over-the-counter sleeping pills or supplements to address sleep problems. However, most sleep experts recommend caution. Many sleep aids can cause morning grogginess, increase the risk of falls, or interact with other medications. Melatonin, a natural hormone, can sometimes help, particularly for circadian rhythm issues. But it's important to use it under a doctor's supervision and not as a long-term fix. What about dietary changes? Nutrition plays a modest but supportive role in healthy sleep. Some studies suggest that diets rich in fiber, low in sugar and saturated fat, and high in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats are associated with better sleep quality. Timing also matters. Heavy or spicy meals late in the evening can trigger indigestion or acid reflux, disrupting sleep. Try to eat your last meal at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, and consider lighter options for dinner. Fish, leafy greens, or complex carbohydrates can help promote sleep. Herbal teas, such as chamomile or valerian root, are calming for some, as long as they don't force you to wake up frequently to use the bathroom. Hydration is another factor to balance. While it's important to stay well hydrated during the day, drinking large amounts of fluids in the evening can lead to disruptive overnight trips to the bathroom. Try to drink more in the first half of the day and taper off as bedtime approaches. Supportive social connections and meaningful activities can also indirectly contribute to deeper rest. Isolation, loneliness, and boredom can increase the risk of depression and anxiety, both of which are strongly linked to sleep disturbances. Engaging in hobbies, volunteering, or regularly spending time with friends and family can help create a sense of purpose and well-being that supports all aspects of health. including sleep. If you find yourself lying awake in bed, unable to sleep, experts recommend getting up after 20 minutes and going to another dimly lit room to do a quiet activity, such as reading or listening to calming music. Lying in bed awake for extended periods can create a negative association between your bed and wakefulness, making it harder to fall asleep in the future. When you feel sleepy again, return to bed and try again. Over time, this retrains your body to associate your bed with sleep rather than sleepless frustrations. It's also helpful to keep an eye on your sleep patterns over time. Keeping a sleep diary, a simple notebook or app where you record when you go to bed, when you get up, and any awakenings, naps, or notable events, can help you spot trends and triggers. This information is extremely valuable if you decide to consult a sleep specialist or your healthcare provider. Special consideration should also be given to sleep-related breathing issues, which increase in prevalence with age. Loud snoring, gasping or choking during sleep, or excessive daytime sleepiness can be signs of obstructive sleep apnea, a common but underdiagnosed condition in older adults. Treatment can significantly improve both sleep quality and overall health, so don't hesitate to seek a professional evaluation if you suspect this could be a factor. Restless leg syndrome, characterized by uncomfortable urges to move the legs, especially in the evening, and periodic limb movement disorder are other common sleep disruptors in later life. If you notice these symptoms, discuss them with your doctor, as effective treatments are available. Exposure to daylight is particularly important for those who spend much of their time indoors, whether in residential care environments or at home. For those with limited mobility, sitting near a sunny window, using special light therapy lamps, or spending time in well-lit communal spaces during the day can all support healthy circadian rhythms. As you work to create a personalized recipe for deep, restorative sleep, remember that patience and persistence are key. True change often takes several weeks or even months as your body and mind adjust to new habits, routines, and environments. Don't be discouraged by occasional setbacks or restless nights. Each small step you take moves you closer to the restful sleep you deserve. In summary, struggling to sleep after 60 doesn't have to be a given. By embracing a regular sleep schedule, creating the ideal bedroom environment, making smart use of morning and evening light, managing stress with calming rituals, and supporting great sleep through healthy daytime choices, you can greatly improve your chances of enjoying deep, revitalizing rest. Along the way, be gentle with yourself and celebrate progress, no matter how gradual. Prioritizing sleep is one of the most powerful steps you can take to support your overall health, well-being, and the enjoyment of each new day. Sweet dreams are indeed possible at any age.